Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. And today it is currently Friday, the day of the first Premier League game, and we're gonna predict the whole of the Premier League. Now, this might be out when the first game is being played, but I can assure you that I am recording this at 12:41, so I am not cheating. So we're gonna do 20 to 1, going through the whole league, and we're gonna also maybe do top scorer depending on my mood. So we're gonna do bottom three, and I don't mean to cause controversy. I was gonna pick the newly promoted teams to go down straight away, but I thought let's not be boring and let's just go with two teams. So the two teams that are going to occupy 20 is the Watford, and 19th is Norwich. Watford, I'm sorry, but you're going 20th. Like, your manager is inexperienced. He's, apart from being the manager of Watford, he's only managed in the Georgian League, I think, and you haven't really made the recruitments. I hope you prove me wrong, but I think you're going down 20th. 19th, I've got Norwich. Now, I'm tempted to say 18th, but I don't know. They've made a few signings, like two people from Werder Bremen who look alright, but let's be honest, last time they were in the Premier League, they were dreadful, and I'm going to say that they're going to be not as bad, but close, and they're going down. And the last team that I think are going down in 18th is Burnley. Burnley have only made one signing, and it's not looking good for Burnley. All the other teams around them, even Norwich and Watford, have strengthened, and Burnley just have not strengthened, and it's coming, you know. Their time is up in the Premier League, and they're going to finish 18th. Now, just avoiding the drop is Southampton. They have lost Danny Ings, their main top scorer, and it looks like they're going to lose Vestergaard, I think. And they've also lost a few others. And they've always been, like, struggling, and then they start going up, and then they go right back down again. I think they were top of the league at some stage, which is crazy to think. But, you know, losing Danny Ings is a big thing. So, I don't think they can... They've got Adam Armstrong, but I don't think they can recover from that. 16th, we have Brentford. Now, they've never been in the Premier League, but from the pre-season results, they've got reason to be optimistic. They beat Valencia 2-1. They drew with Man United. I mean, it's been a good pre-season from Brentford, and they're beating top tier sides, which makes me think that I think out of the three, they're the most likely to avoid the drop. So, and I think they will avoid the drop in 16th. They've got a good striker in Ivan Toney. And yeah, 16th for Brentford, which moves me on to two rivals back to back. Crystal Palace in 15th, and then Brighton in 14th. Palace, Patrick Vieira, I don't know what I feel about him as a manager. They've had arguably one of the best transfer windows in the Premier League, signing top quality talents. But I don't know, because he apparently never sticks to one formation, and it's not great in the Premier League, but I think Zaha and their other new signings can probably drag them through to a comfortable 15th. Next, Brighton, as I mentioned. Brighton, they're always around that sort of zone. And I think they will finish 15th because they've got a good enough squad. They just don't seem to find the goals. I think they could have been challenging for like Europe if they had actually put the ball in the back of the net more. So, and they've got a new striker who I know nothing about, but yeah, I think Brighton will get 14th comfortably. They have obviously lost Ben White, but I think they can cope, to be fair. 13th, we have Newcastle. Newcastle, I initially thought were going to get relegated, but there's something about them. If they can keep Alan St. Maximin and Callum Wilson fit, then I'm sure they're too alright. Steve Bruce isn't the greatest of managers, but he can probably shithouse his way to a 13th place. So, yeah, 13th for Newcastle. 12th, we have West Ham. And this is quite a big drop-off from 6th. They did really well last season, but I'm not sure about this season. Because, firstly, they're in Europe, they don't have the squad depth, and they probably do need a few reinforcements. But, they need a bit of squad depth because they can't cope in the Europa League and also in the Premier League. So that is why I think they'll get 12th, which is not bad, to be honest. They could get a lot worse. Let's hope not. But, yeah. 11th, I'm going with Wolves. Wolves have a new manager, and they're a bit in the shit last season. It didn't look great for them, but, I think this new manager might steady the ship, and they've made some alright signings. Trincao, I think they've signed on loan. They've signed a new goalie, and I think they've got someone on a permanent that had last year. That was alright. So, yeah, 11th, comfortable, but considering they were 7th about 2 years ago, it's been a bit of a drop-off at the Molyneux. They've got a manager that has no idea in the Premier League. 10th, we've got Everton. Now, this could be seen as a surprising one, but I don't think so. They haven't got that many players that have been signed. They've signed, I think, Damari Gray and Townsend. It's not what they need to get back into Europe. And Rafa Benitez, although he might be a good manager, the fans will be very against him. And, I think 10th. 9th, Leeds. Leeds. They just play strangely, what manager in Marcelo Bielsa, and I think they'll continue to do well in the Premier League. I don't think their defence is good enough to break into Europe, but they'll get close and they'll certainly make a good go at it. But their defence is a bit wobbly, but that should make up Patrick Bamford in attack. So, yeah. 8th, we're going to go with Arsenal. Arsenal, they're not really a top 6 side anymore. I think Leicester have sort of replaced them. So, Arsenal, they're really sliding down. They've signed Ben White, which they overpaid for, let's be honest. But I don't think Mikel Arteta's really the right man. They need a top quality manager to get them back into Europe, and I can't see him staying this season. Actually, I see him getting sacked this season at some stage. And to be honest, I don't really care about Arsenal. So, 7th, I've gone with Aston Villa. Could be seen as controversial, but I think they've done well in the transfer window. I think they'd take 3 players over 1 player in Jack Grealish. Obviously, they've lost him, but they've replaced him with good players. Emiliano Buendia, Leon Bailey, and Danny Ings are all great players. And, I think they can get into Europe with that squad. It's about time, let's be honest, that they get back into Europe, because they've sort of been around there, but I think they're going to make a proper charge for it. And 100 million for Jack Grealish is decent money. 6th, we've gone with Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham are alright. I think if they lose Kane, is it bad to say that I think Villa could jump them? If they lose Kane, I think Tottenham will finish 7th, because that's just, he creates so much, and I don't like how he's gone about his business. I don't think they'll get the move done, which is a bit embarrassing considering he's gone AWOL, and yet he still hasn't left, which is funny. But yeah, Nuno, alright manager, but yeah, we'll see what happens with Tottenham, but I can't see them breaking into the top 5, considering all the other teams are really strong. Speak of number 5, we've gone with Leicester. Leicester, again, will probably bottle it. I think they've finished 5th in the last 2 seasons. And they've always been in the top 4 for so long, and then they always seem to bottle it in the last 2 match days, which I think is what will happen again, because history repeats itself. So Leicester in 5th, they've signed Daka, who's a good striker, but I don't think he'll start loads. I think this is probably Vardy's last season, because he seems to be a pen merchant. 4th, we've gone with Liverpool. Liverpool, I think they've lost Robertson. Van Dijk will take a while to get back to his best, and it's an ageing 11, and I don't see them breaking into the top 3. So yeah, they've made 1 signing in Konate, but let's be honest, they need a new striker, because Bobby Firmino, you're there to score goals, and he's not really scoring them. So yeah, what can I say? It's an ageing 11, and some players just need to have a backup that's younger than them, because Mo Salah, Sadio Mane's already gone a bit down. Salah's still performing well, but there's going to come a time where they need to get replaced, and that's why I think they'll finish 4th. 3rd, I've gone with Man United. Now, they still haven't got Varane. I mean, when will they get this bloody man? So, Sancho's a good signing, but it's just the inconsistencies that I think will let them down. And that's why I don't think they'll break in the top 2. Because the top 2 teams are much stronger than them, and have got a lot better squads. But Man United, they'll finish 3rd. I think Man U fans would be happy with a 3rd place finish. Which leads us on to who is going to finish top. And that will be, drum roll, Man City. Hate to admit it, but I don't think win the league. I think it will go quite close, but it's just, can Chelsea pick up the points against these lesser teams like Brighton, Wolves? We need to pick points up against those if we're going to win the league. I think we have all the capabilities of winning the league. However, it's just those inconsistencies that are going to let us down. We've signed a world-class striker in Romelu Lukaku, but at the end of the day, it'll just come down to those few points that we could have got. Which leads me on to Man City, and they're just too bloody good. I mean, if he stops doing these tactical gambles, Pep, they'll win the league again and again and again and again, because they have such a good team, and I think they've got some of the best players in the world, in my opinion. But yeah, that's why I think they'll win the league. So let's do top scorer, because why not? Top scorer, we'll go with, if he goes to Man City, Harry Kane. If he doesn't, it's Big Rom. It's Big Rom. Or Mohamed Salah. It's one of the two. It's either Romelu Lukaku or Mo Salah. I think Harry Kane might drop off a bit. I think he's got too much going on in his head. So, yeah, that's why I think he won't get top scorer. Player of the season will probably be Kevin De Bruyne, let's be honest. He always gets it, so, yeah. Top assister, Bruno, maybe, or KDB. It's one of the two. Let's be honest, who really cares? And signing of the season, Lukaku. And what you're looking at? Young player of the season, Smith Rowe. Right, that does it for today. Dodgy end to the video. But yeah, that's my Premier League predictions. Leave yours in the comments. And I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.